Welcome to Sword Keepers. My name is Amanda. The passage we're going to be learning this time is a section of Psalm 139. This is a psalm that King David wrote, and a lot of it is written as poetry. So there are words in this that are not literal. There's a picture of something else. So I'm going to give you an example. One of the things we're going to learn is a phrase that says, "If I take the wings of the morning." But the morning doesn't have wings, so what is he talking about? He's talking about the sun rising, the day beginning, the wings rising, the wings like the sun coming up, like a bird taking flight. So if I take the wings of the morning. So there's going to be a lot of words like that where it's a picture of something else, and I'll explain it when we reach things like that. Also, there's some big words like acquainted. And so we're going to be learning those words and what they mean as we learn this passage. So let's start off with our hands out as if we're holding a Bible. And we're going to say the chapter and the verses that we're learning. So Psalm 139 verses 1 through 18. I know that's long, but you're going to learn it as we practice this. Let's say it again. Psalm 139 verses 1 through 18. O Lord, you have searched me and known me. So that's talking about the Lord God. He's searched us. That means he's looked into us, our hearts, and he knows us. He knows who we are. So, O Lord, you have searched me. We're going to lean forward a bit. Keep our hands up high. Don't do this. Don't cover your eyes. Keep your hands up like this, up by your, more the higher part of your forehead. So, O Lord, and we're just lifting our hands up like we're pointing to heaven. O Lord, you have searched me and known me. So we're tapping our temples beside our eyes like we're tapping kind of our brain area. O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down. So we're going to drop our hands like we're dropping them towards where we might sit down. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. So with this part, when we do rise up, you can even bend your knees a bit and swoop your hands up. So you know when I sit down and when I rise up. Let's do that from the beginning. O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from afar. So that means that God knows all of our thoughts. Even if you feel like he might be far away, oh, he's right there. He knows your thoughts. And he knows when you sit down, when you rise up, when you go to bed, when you get up in the morning. He knows all the things that we're doing. He's there with us. Let's do that from you know when I sit down. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from afar. And also when you do rise up, I want your hands all the way up. I don't want them kind of like this. I want them all the way up. So you know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from afar. You search out my path. So we're going to do binocular eyes, and you have to keep your eyes looking up. So keep your eyes looking up at the screen at me when you're doing this. Don't look down, don't look away. Keep your eyes focused. So you're going to swoop your hands past. So start going this way, and then back like this to this way. So you search out my path, and you can kind of crouch down too, like you're looking through binoculars, seeking things. So God searches out his path. He sees where we're going throughout our day. You search out my path and my lying down. So your hands will come like this, and then you just put them together and put your head down like you're laying on a pillow. Don't close your eyes though. So, and my lying down, and are acquainted with all my ways. So again, acquainted means to know something. God's familiar. He knows all the ways that we take in our life. Each step we take, he knows. So you search out my path and my lying down, and are acquainted with all my ways. So this part we're going to do straight hands like we're forming a path, the steps that we take in our life, the directions that we go, the things we do. Acquainted with all my ways. Let's do it right from the very beginning. Ready? Psalm 139 verses 1 through 18. O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from afar. You search out my path and my lying down, and are acquainted with all my ways. Let's do that one more time. Psalm 139, verses 1 through 18. O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from afar. You search out my path and my lying down, and are acquainted with all my ways. Good job.